Okay, now firstly, when you're doing this, as you can see, you have the whole area here, the whole landscaping from the outer edge right here, all the way following the line, all the way up along this side. That's a border. And underneath all of that over there is a tarp, which the rocks are on top of. We'll have to pull up all of that. I can show you here. You can see this tarp right here. This is a tarp underneath the rocks. That will have to come up if you just want the polished look. Some of which we could probably get away with because the shrubbery and the weeds are so scattered in between, so we can just pull them up by hand. But a lot of them has really been overgrown throughout the season. So as you can see through all of here, and definitely all through here where the weeds have grown up through the tarp, all the way through, down, down, down. You will want to pull up this entire tarp area, get rid of all the weeds, save the rocks. That way you don't have to replace so many. Save the rocks, and then we have to give new tarp. And the outline fixture has already been there, so we won't have to pull up the outline because it's a separate implant from the tarp. The outline is there, then the ground is treated, the dirt, then you have the tarp. The outline is here, the ground is treated, then the tarp is laid, then the rocks are on top. So if we get rid of the tarp, save the rocks, we can get rid of all the shrubs in between, lay more tarp down, then more rocks, and it'll be a fine polished look. Over here, if you look right through here, you follow this trace, this line right here, all the way through, all the way up, and around. That needs to be defined. So we're going to have to do all of this has to come up. This right here. Because as you can see, it's more grass than there is rocks. Everything that I'm standing on should be red. Everything I'm standing on should be red. All around here. All of this. I know it's getting a little dark because the light is gone. So I'm going to leave from out of this area. But as you can see, all of this would need to be done underneath here. Now, as you see, the border is already there. So we can leave that. We'll have to replace that. Just everything on the inside. Okay. So for the most part, that will be what I'm talking about. Now, on the other side of the church, hold on. Over here, along the side of the wall, I'm not sure how much of this needs to be done because there hasn't been a lot of growth. This is pretty decent. Over here, this is pretty decent. This is done right up in here. Except when you get to this part over here. Now, this is the side of the church facing the Hoyt Library. You have a lot of shrubbery in here. Now, we won't necessarily need to pull up all of this because this is on the other side. This can be manually handled and treated. Pulled up. Shrubs can be pulled up. This can be treated. All of the shrubs can be edged and hedged up. All of this green shrubbery that you see here can be pulled up by hand because this is offset. Over here, all of this can be done by hand, pulled up over here by hand. And the rocks can be moved by hand and pulled up and then recovered. We might get some more rocks to polish it off. So you can do that and treat the shrubbery over here. Most of this over here is good. We have good definition. Good definition here with the lining of the border. I'm not sure if you can see that totally. Just a minute. I know it's dark going through here. All right. So now we're in the side over here. I'm not sure what street this is. This is the front door. So if the guests are going to be coming in this side door, this door as well, most definitely we will want to take care of this over here. Now, you have good border definition right here, so that won't need to be replaced. But as you see, the tarp is showing. This tarp is showing, and there's a lot of shrubbery here. Now, initially, all of this, as you can see, all of this that's over here at one point in time was red. A good portion of this, because there's rocks under here. But the grass has grown up over it, creating an almost jungle effect. SMH. But you pretty much have the gist of it. So I just wanted to give you that that little visual of what I was talking about, so you could attach that to the budget or the price, or have a good concept of what it is that I'm trying to get done. All right.